I just feel like as a man, you should know how to drive. Real men know how to drive.
Bro, could you imagine saying, I feel like as a woman, and then telling her something she should be doing? I just feel like as a woman, you should know how to cook dinner. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, Brett Maverick. If you enjoyed this video at all, please consider subscribing. And in return, here's a picture of a face that is just a big pimple. I'm sorry, that was gross. I shouldn't have done that. I knew it was wrong and I did it, and I won't do it again, guys. That was my bad. I apologize, but subscribe. Thank you. All right, so I keep hearing how cooked dating is for Gen Zers, and as your friendly neighborhood millennial, I got some experience under my belt, so maybe I can chime in here and solve everybody's problems. So we're gonna watch Dating in Gen Z Makes Absolutely Zero Sense. Let's get it poppin'.
The other day I woke up to two things. One, scammer still hitting my phone talking about my license has been suspended.
Every day, bro. I get like 20 of those a day. And spam calls, don't even get me started. I don't even answer unknown calls.
The realization that I've now hit a point in which if I fumble the next girl I'm messing with, she might genuinely go get married to the next guy. I thought to myself, damn, maybe I really gotta lock in for real with these next girls that I come across. When I only then started to realize how much bullshit you have to put up with when it comes to dating in 2025.
That's like the biggest fear, I think, of dating in today's dating culture, atmosphere, whatever, is the fear of like people blasting your shit out online on TikTok. Like leaking your DMs, or like, you know, sharing a story time about a date you went on. Like back in the day, like back in my day before all this shit, like you go on a bad date, you make a fool of yourself, you get too drunk and throw up on the sidewalk or something. You just wipe your mouth off, go home, and, you know, never call her again. And it's done and dusted. But now it's like literally somebody in your hometown is going to find out about it because she's going to make a TikTok and it's going to get like 2 million views.
First century, in which the dating game has changed completely compared to the generations before us. Studies show that over 50% of relationships start from some form of online, meaning there's roughly a 40% chance of you actually finding your future wife in the real world. And if you don't find her out there, fuck! Because meeting over the internet now sucks you into the inevitable games you'll have to play when it comes to online dating.
I met my fiance in the real world, yes, in the wild. Hold your applause. It's fine. I don't need it. But like, I literally feel like I'm like one of the only people. Yeah, I'm a millennial. I missed the year by like 1 year. The cutoff is like 1996. I'm 1995. I know, unk. But yeah, we met at a Texas Roadhouse. We were like hosts together, so we'd, you know, take people to their seats and bring them hot buns and butter. You know, that cinnamon butter. Oof, so good. But yeah, and then we just became friends. And then after she and her ex broke up, I asked her out, and then we broke up for like a couple more years. Typical Romeo Juliet, you know, beautiful love story. And we actually hated each other for a couple of years there, and then we reconnected, and then it was all good. But yeah, it was tumultuous.
Absolutely do not want to partake in. Don't get it twisted. Hella people are still dealing with nonsense even after meeting in person. But at least then you can skip a lot of it. If you were to go back in time just a few decades ago, online dating was still a thing. However, it wasn't as mainstream. Old school websites like Match.com or even eHarmony did exist. However, you would be perceived as a literal weirdo if you actually used them. And if you were to go even more decades back, the concept of online dating didn't even fucking exist. This means that the majority of generations before us were literally forced to meet in real life some way, somehow. There was no sitting behind a screen throwing up absolute Hail Marys in the DMs. Instead, you had to actually go up to that girl you thought was bad and converse with her face to face. There was no mass swiping on a fucking dating app praying you get at least one match. Instead, you had to actually be a damn human being and figure out how to meet people organically. Times were simply different. Every time I'm talking to an older person and the conversation of dating comes up, there never fails to be an instant disconnect.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy to think about. Like, looking back, anytime before 2000, anybody who's gotten married or has a girlfriend or whatever, serious relationship, boomers, Gen X, anything like that, it took probably like 10 to 20 seconds of pure cold-hearted bravery for that man to go up there and approach the girl, you know? Like every single one of them had to like at one point grab their balls, go and approach her, go in for the kiss. So then you realize, damn, like our generation's going soft. hiding behind their phones nowadays.
Like, we live two completely different lives.
Listen here, kiddo. You gotta be a gentleman. Ask her out on a date. Pick her up.
This is so
Make
true.
sure you open the door for her. Bring her flowers.
Flowers on the...
Do you guys remember that viral tweet a few months ago from that billionaire Bill Ackman? He's like, if you want to get a girl, all you have to do is ask her, can I know you? And everybody's just flaming the absolute fuck out of him. I don't know, like, yeah, I mean, it could work if, like, it doesn't even make sense. Like, there's so much better phrases to say. You could just say, hey, I had to come and get to know you. Can I know you? I don't know. It's just awkward. It's clunky. I don't like it.
Hey,
Gramps low-key moving back right now, bro. I don't know, bro.
these bitches don't want flowers no more, Gramps. They want a 444 from Wendy's in an empty parking lot.
Last time I brought flowers to a first date, she said I was doing too much, Gramps.
Maybe that's the difference between Gen Z and millennials, because these hoes don't just want a fucking 444 in a parking lot. They want, like, Outback Steakhouse. That's not even like a good restaurant. See, to me, that's like high luxury restaurant. They want like Nobu. They want Catch and Carl's or whatever. It's like a popular, expensive place in LA.
What about setting up the date? Back in my day, we used to ask her out in person, during or after school, outside gatherings, maybe even a spontaneous phone call.
Huh, I mean, we still be doing that too. Dog, I don't even know what the hell to say to her right now, bruh.
Wait, I can't read that shit. You're beautiful. Ha ha. You're welcome. Should we go out sometime, like around 4 or 5? She didn't even say thank you. You're welcome. I like that. This.
Whoa. Too many words, bro. Cut it out, bro. What do you mean too many words, bro? You're sending too many words. We're sending messages, not essays. Alright. Whoa, bro. No emojis. No emojis, bro. Why can't I send emojis?
Bro, too chalant. It's too chalant. We gotta be nonchalant, bro. Girls love it when you don't care.
Oh my god. Okay, you know what? I'll remove the emojis, bro. Alright. Damn, she answered me quick as hell. She's really messing with the kid. Hold on, let me text back right now.
Whoa, cut
This
it
is
out,
so
bro.
true.
Cut it out.
What?
Bro.
I like the exaggerated rolling of the tongue. Cut it out. Cut it out. I suck at it.
Can't answer too quick, bro. You're gonna come off too needy. We don't want to look desperate, bro.
This is like so fucking accurate though. Like these games exist in every generation, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure our pops and pops were like, hey, what do you say? Do you think I should call her? And the buddy's like, no, buddy, you gotta wait for her to call you. That's the only way you're gonna keep her interested.
Let it marinate. Give it some time.
Oh my god, man, fuck all your rules, bro.
I got this.
Gen Z has one of the most warped perceptions when it comes to forming genuine connections, as we tend to worry about shit that shouldn't matter at all. If you start talking to someone new in today's time, it's almost like you guys are both competing for the gold medal in the nonchalant Olympics, because for some reason
so
showing
true,
you care has
bro.
become a bad thing. This shit even happens before
Why
you
we
started
do
talking.
this?
Should you go up to that girl at the gym?
Why are we like
Should you get her
this?
IG or should you get her number? What do you even say after you get her number? Hell, some
Actually, I don't even know why I'm asking that, because I do know why we're like this. Because if you make yourself too available, you're just serving yourself up to her on a platter, right? And we want to feel like the other person is a catch. It's somebody who is desirable, right? And hard to win, right? That's why the term trophy wife is a thing, right? Because it's like a trophy. Like not everybody could win her, right? So if you're like too available, you're just like beckoning their every call. Like all the mystery, all of the chase, all of the pursuing is forfeited, is gone, right? And it's almost meaningless. Like the chase is half the fun.
people don't even want to go up to a girl in person anymore because they're so worried about what comes after. All shit that shouldn't matter at all. I couldn't tell you the amount of niggas I've run into within my day-to-day life that will genuinely fight you if you tell them to go holla at a girl in real life. Whole time they're the ones who pointed her out first. Motherfuckers would rather play Inspector Gadget to find this bitch's social media than to just go up to her and say hi. What the f? I always find it funny how hella people now think it's weird to go up to a girl that you think is cute, when in the past you had literally no other choice. Like, if you didn't go up to her, you probably will never see her again. Our ancestors are probably looking down at us, wondering where the hell did we go wrong, bruh?
But don't get it twisted. That is by far the best way to actually like leave an impact and like actually increase your chances of having success, because you could convey so much more rapport and like personality that you can't really through text. I know, or like, you know, dating app messages. I know they try to like do like the text prompts and shit like that, but even then, so much of communication is body language and like, you know, what you're doing with your eyebrows and you're smirking and whatnot. Like, it's all lost over the phone. So yeah, that's pretty obvious, I think. But
not only do you have to jump through hula hoops and obstacle courses when it comes to talking to new people, but you have to now deal with them too. And fuck, have we lost the plot. The year is 2025, in which every person I know's expectations are through the fucking roof. Gone are the days where two people would enter a relationship both trying to bring 100. Instead, you're lucky if the person you end up with is even trying to bring 15. We got guys out here who are looking for girls who could cook for them, clean for them, be the primary caregiver when it comes to the kids, all while working 40 hours a week. Girls are out here looking for guys who could fund their trip to the islands, despite being in their early 20s. It's just a complete disaster. Not to mention, hella guys don't even know what they're looking for in their woman to begin with. It's like when you ask a girl what she's looking for in a guy, she'll start talking for so long you would have thought she's reciting her fucking bucket list. Ask a nigga what he's looking for in his girl. You're lucky if he doesn't go non-verbal.
Oh, girls are the same way though. Like, they have no fucking clue what they really want. They said they want like a millionaire, but they don't even know what a fucking $1 million. That's so much money, bro. Like, they don't even understand like the lavish lifestyle you live on, like 150 grand a year, right? They say they want a nice guy, meanwhile in reality they want a guy that like leaves them on red for like days at a time and like picks on them and teases them and whatnot. Yeah, they suck at self-reporting.
I swear there's a constant disconnect between the two genders, because for whatever reason everyone still clings on to values and beliefs like times haven't changed. None of us are like our parents. We don't live in a time or place where the men have to go to work while the women stay at home and take care of the house. Anyone can do anything. It's like we're a bunch of non-traditional people who grew up in the Western world.
Yeah, that's the big problem though. You know, women are now, they outnumber men in colleges and in the workforce. So now they feel like they could like, you know, take on the world by themselves and provide for themselves, which is like great and all that. But then they lose track of time. Next thing they know, they're like 35 and they haven't picked a husband and they only have like 2 more years of like potential childbearing left, right? And they've fucked themselves. And now they've just like eliminated one mother option, one spouse option from the dating pool. That could have been a viable option for the men. That's why like only 20 or 40% of men actually end up reproducing with women. It's crazy. Then you fast forward like 20 years down the road, everybody's single, but they got their career.
Still clinging on to traditional values that we were never a part of. People are forgetting in the older days men literally had to provide for women. Like, they literally didn't have the ability to do it themselves. However, time has passed in which these same rules don't apply anymore. Yet for some reason, hella people still play as if that's the case. Some only do when it's convenient for them. You could be messing with a girl, but all it takes is one conversation until she utters the Hall of Fame.
I just feel like as a man, you should do...
Oh my God. Anytime I've heard this phrase, I tend to partially go deaf because the shit that comes after it is never good news. It's one thing if what's being said kinda makes sense, even if there isn't really substance behind it.
I just feel like as a man, you should know how to drive. Real men know how to drive.
Bro, could you imagine saying, I feel like as a woman, and then telling her something she should be doing? I just feel like as a woman, you should know how to cook dinner. I feel like as a woman, you should know how to keep the house clean. Right? Like, there would literally be riots in the streets.
I mean, I guess. But when you start hearing shit like...
I just feel like as a man, you need to be working all the time. Because what kind of man isn't hardworking? Oh, but you also need to have time for me. Because a real man makes a woman his priority.
Bro, this is
also
the
needs to pay for literally
shit.
everything. Like my bills, rent, hair, lashes, nails. Oh, can't forget my shopping sprees. And don't ask for anything in return. Because a real man would never ask a woman for anything.
This is like the truest shit I've ever seen.
Not to mention, I have yet to hear a nigga drop this phrase in my day-to-day life ever. Like some miraculous way, I've never heard this come from women, as they then proceed to try and morph you into the imaginary perfect individual they want you to be. And I dare you to go tell a bitch how she should act.
Yep. Read my fucking mind. How did you do that, bro? You heard what I said and then you put it in your video. That's cool.
A woman. Watch how fast you get labeled with every single negative trait that's out there. But I mean, the old saying goes, men grow up being taught how to treat women, women grow up being taught what to expect from men. So shit, what do I know? In today's day and age, it ain't uncommon to be labeled with some of the most dumbass buzzwords or come across ridiculous theories that never fail to piss you off. Whether it be coming from the blind leading the blind of a friend group or the TikTok philosophers we all seem to follow, there's deadass a new term that's applicable for everything. Depending on your overall dynamic or how long...
Gaslighting. Gaslighting. People so overuse gaslighting nowadays. It's just being held accountable. You told me I was having shitty behavior and driving everybody away from me. That's gaslighting. You're just trying to make me self-conscious. You're just trying to make me insecure. No, you fucking suck, bro. Fix yourself.
You've been talking with this girl, you'll notice eventually you're going to start having real conversations. However, if you ever tell her what you're not comfortable with or start setting boundaries, that's now being toxic.
Yeah, he was so controlling. You notice how every girl that has like multiple exes, they were all crazy. Somehow they were just all crazy and toxic and controlling and manipulators. I bet you if we went and had a talk with them, they'd have a vastly different story.
Tell her you prefer she doesn't wear a certain outfit while she's on a night out with her and her friends. That's now being controlling. If you ain't cool with her having her ass out all over her Instagram, somehow you're now being insecure. If you're ever in a disagreement with her and don't blindly fold to what she's telling you to do, you're now labeled sassy. If something ever pissed you off and you decide to be open about it and actually voice your concerns, you're now being too emotional. There's just no fucking winning. And just like any other nigga out there, I ain't no saint. I've definitely said some things or done some things in the past that I probably shouldn't have, meaning depending on the situation, these terms or phrases may actually be applicable. However, when the girl you're dealing with has the buzzword badge on Hall of Fame, I promise you it won't be long until you start genuinely going insane. In today's time, if you've been messing with a girl in which you have both confessed your love for each other, have been fucking, go out, talk every single day, yet somehow haven't made anything official, congratulations, you've now successfully entered a situationship.
Oh, dude, those are the worst. I've had probably 17 of these. It's like the unknown is like the worst part. Like, am I wasting my time? And like, here's the thing that I learned. I learned this at a young age. I shared this in a video a couple of years ago. I got like ditched on prom night by the girl, my date, and she went and like hooked up with another dude. And when I found out about that, or when I knew like where she like went off to, I was like, okay. No more Mr. Nice Guy. That was cringe as fuck. But that's literally what I did. I was like, unless we're like a boyfriend and girlfriend or we're like labeled exclusive, I'm fucking single, bro. I'm doing whatever the hell I want, baby. We ain't shit.
But if you and your girl been saying
it served me pretty well.
Like, y'all still holding it down? Bro, she's not my girl, bro. You mean y'all aren't together anymore? Bro. It's complicated, bro. Shit, I mean, is it really that complicated, though? It's like you're either together or you're not, you know what I mean? Well, bro, we constantly say we love each other, go out all the time, talk every day. I told you, bro, it's complicated. We're in a situationship, bro. So
a situationship is nothing. It's nothing. You might as well be besties. You might as well be... You guys have lockers next to each other.
But y'all are both still single, or... Oh, bro, come on, bro. We're in an exclusive situationship, bro. Then you have the Hall of Fame internet theorists. And sometimes it seems like these people are onto something. But it's gotten to a point where there's a fucking theory for literally everything.
You're supposed to light up, you know, be shining and attract things to you.
Oh, yeah.
You mean attract, don't chase?
Nope, that's the lamp theory. You know, like how the lamp attracts moths to it and it doesn't move. It's shiny.
I swear I just said that, bro.
The first person you fall in love with will be the only person you truly love.
Is that even true?
It's the first love theory. When a man deems himself ready...
That's like the twin flame shit. Where that dude literally started a cult. Like... And then he just matched people together. He's like, you and you. And he's like, I'm 22 and that guy's 65. He's like, I said what I said. Yeah, meanwhile, he's charged like $20,000 or some shit. Look it up. This was some crazy shit.
To start dating, he takes the
Dude
next
got
one
rich
he
for
comes
like just
across
matching
serious.
random people.
What else was he supposed to do?
Nope, that's the taxi cab theory. A woman will never truly get over the man she meets at 19.
What the hell are you even talking about?
Yeah,
The
dude.
19 theory. 3-month rule is when
What on earth is the 3 month?
the relationship comes to an end around 3 months because the honeymoon phase is also
Shut
coming to an
up,
end.
bitch.
But don't forget, there's not just the 3-month rule because then there's the 6-month rule. What
Oh, Gore. Yeah, can't forget that.
All in all, dating in Gen Z has become its own cycle.
That's so true, bro. Every fucking TikTok, like middle-aged woman, not even middle-aged, like millennial age, like 30 to 34, has like, girl, if he wanted to, he would. If he doesn't do this, he doesn't wake you up with a kiss on the forehead and breakfast made, then he might as well want to cheat on you with your mother.
Psychological warfare. You gotta play a bunch of games. People have unrealistic expectations. There's a bunch of dumbass sayings, blah, blah, blah. It's no surprise that half of our generation isn't even trying to date to begin with. They say the person you decide to marry will be one of the most important decisions you ever make in your entire life. So
True.
don't let this video discourage you from actually getting out there and finding the one, as experiencing love is probably one of the most, if not the most beautiful thing to experience, as long as it's genuine. A few weeks ago, I was over sushi with one of my friends in which we were talking about dating and our overall past experiences, causing her to talk about a story about an ex that messed her up. I told her to not let one bad strawberry ruin the whole batch.
Why does this 10-minute video feel like it's like 40 minutes long? All right,
In
whatever.
which she responded by saying,
It's
David,
late.
I don't know about you, but if I open a pack of strawberries and I see one of them went bad, I'm throwing the whole pack away. Which made me
That's true. I've been told that, like, if I gave you a bag of M&Ms and told you one of them is poison, like, how many of them would you eat? Yeah, whatever.
realize, damn, there's really two types of people when it comes to dating for real. The ones that look for good in the bad, and the ones that don't give a fuck about the good once they've seen bad. So you tell me, which one are you? I gotta cut this shit off again, man. I'm starting to sound crazy again, bro.
All right. Yeah, so my advice to you guys, just wrap this up real quick. It's late for me, boys, but love your person. It's probably going to find you in the moment you least expect it. It's probably not going to be on a dating app. Well, okay, no, it'll probably be on a dating app. I got my like half boomer brain kicking in. Like, no, you're going to meet him at your like little minimum wage job, which I don't even think kids are like working anymore. But anyways, I digress. Yeah, I think it's gonna happen when you least expect it. I met my fiance now, like in a moment where I was like being a fucking idiot, playboy, degenerate, and I like almost lost hope that I was ever gonna find like that person. And she hits me up one night, FaceTimed me out of the blue. She's like walking home or from a party or something, and for some reason she thought of me, and then we lined up a date. The rest was history. So I don't know. Stay hopeful, stay in the game, but don't force anything. Don't chase too hard, because the more you pursue, the more you push things away. Okay, that is kind of not really like a real. I gotta shut this shit off. It's late. All right. See you in the next video. Peace.